Alright, so it actually should be working. I hope. I don't know, man. It should be live right now. I don't really see nothing. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry, y'all. I think there was only like 2 people in the last one, but it's just kind of annoying to start at this time because I still plan on ending at 1. But like, man, yo, that was some difficult stuff. I don't even know what was happening. I don't know why, because I know I was messing around with my live streams the other day, but it's like, it shouldn't have even got messed up to the point where I'm like streaming on something that was like months ago. That's why I had that thumbnail. It had that title. That was something I did like dumb long ago. So now we're actually live where I should be. So hopefully those people that were there end up finding my live, my true live. I don't know why the hell I did all that. But I'm gonna go and end up sharing this into my Discord. It sucks because we're starting this late, but granted, we are building a project, so it might end up going by, perfectly anyway. The was amazing. Hey, that's what's up. Damn, I was gonna respond to those votes, but okay. Let me do paste live right now, and I should do something where it does like put like a alert whenever I'm live, but man, I'm gonna have to figure that out on like my off day or something because damn. And I'm forgetting I can't really see the chat, so unless I'm here. And it's crazy too because I could already tell that YouTube is not about to push out this stream because technically I already went live. So I'm not even too upset about it, but it's all good. Let's go in here. What is up, y'all? What is up? Today, though, we are going to be building this project. And if you guys were here yesterday, you guys would kind of know what this project is. I currently was building in Free Code Camp. I was building this project that was a decimal to binary converter, which I think is going to be very helpful for when I personally need it for computer science at some point, right, when it comes to I believe like the first class. I'm not sure if eventually they push that past that, but maybe they do eventually get into that binary code. So I'm like, shoot, a decimal to binary converter wouldn't be bad. And I'm considering even making a bunch of different things that could potentially help me study with computer science, which I think would be super cool. So let's just go and jump immediately into that project because we wasted enough time. I was supposed to start at 12. It's 12:13. Let's just jump right into it. So we're going to go to the new live screen. And give me a second. We're going to jump here. Let me see how this looks on the live screen real quick. I think it should look all right. Normally, I don't know, I think this is for my to-do list, which I'm kind of upset that I deleted because I meant to make it its own project, but whatever, I guess we could probably do it again someday. So what we're going to do here is let me show you guys that this works real quick. That's always my number one thing. I like to show y'all that it works. So does it look good on the main screen? In a way it does. I feel like my sub goal kind of covers that. And honestly, when it does come to my sub goal, y'all, we ended up hitting my sub goal. Actually no, I don't think we're there. Cause I wanted to do 1,515. But I think we damn near are there though. We're at like 1,510, which is amazing. Sorry, real quick, just want to edit this. Which is truly amazing. And then, oh, my bad. Let's go back here. So, hold on, let me go see something real quick. I accidentally opened this damn thing. You gotta be kidding me. Give me 1 second. I'm hoping that doesn't screw me up. Alright. Real quick. I'm gonna jump back into this new intermission thing. We're gonna get into this shortly. Oh, okay, I should be good. Alright. Now let me jump back into this live screen. Now let's get right into it. So here, this code ends up working. Let me go and open this up. So look how beautiful this looks. They do a little bit of a gradient here, which I think looks stunning. Then you could do anything from around 42, convert. It pops up like this. You can even copy it if you need the damn answer, put it on an assignment or something. Do 56. Granted, it's literally a calculator that you could probably find online, but I think it's cooler when you build it. So let's go and actually comment out this project so now we can actually go and build this. Wouldn't that be perfect for what y'all have came here for? So we're going to comment all of that out. I already have all of my notes already set for what I want this to help me, create this project. I think going to number 3 is very helpful. So let me go and start by this because I already have my steps. Give me 1 second. If you're new here, man, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. But we have to go and declare about, like, let me see, I put 7 variables. So this should be quite easy. So we're going to go const. I don't know, I guess I'm going to go form because that's currently what we used previously, or what they used previously. I don't know why they didn't just go with converter. Can y'all hear me? Did I unmute? I think I did. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if I should go with converter, but I believe this is just the wave. This is the way to go. So actually what makes this even worse is, like, because eventually I do got to do an add event listener. So I'm wondering, should I wrap this all inside of an add event listener? Is where it's becoming a little bit like, I don't know. I'm not sure because I feel like I just moved it. Oh no, so that is what they did. Oh. So they did add it on a document, add event listener, DOM content loaded. I honestly would have missed that. So I guess that's good that I've seen that. Let me go and drop this down a little bit so I could do that real quick. So we're gonna go document dot add event listener, and then we're gonna have to hit that with the DOM, if I could spell, damn it. We're going DOM content, I think loaded. And then we have to hit that here with the comma, do our little arrow BS, and then drop down. And then I think from there, we're putting our variables inside of here. So that should be good. But they did form, which I personally would have just called it convert, but this is going to be our converter, which I have to go and see if that's even what the ID is. So this is going to be super cool to end up creating. I cannot wait to do this. Where exactly is it? Okay, yeah, form. Oh, so that's why we call it form, because it's coming from the form. It's the ID. Okay, so I guess that does make a little bit of sense because the next one we need to do is, I believe, decimal input, which I'm not sure if I should uppercase. I think I should, right? Decimal input, that should be document dot get element by ID as well. And then this should be something called decimal input. That converter table, not that. Decimal. Oh, wait, actually, I think it's just decimal. Right? Is it just decimal? Because this is error output wrap. Yeah, I'm very positive that that's probably just decimal. Then we gotta go const. I mean, I hope so, unless there's something called input. Yes, I think it's decimal. Oh yeah, because that's within the input. So then we need to do const, and our next variable needs to be a binary area. Binary area, which I'm sure is going to be document dot get element by ID. And I'm sure there's something here that we got called the binary, but let's be specific. See if I could find it. Yes, right here. Oh wait, no, that's the label for. Oh, I need the ID. So we're going for the text area, which is why we're calling that binary area. That is very smooth to be doing. Hopefully I haven't miswritten anything. Are you looking into AI tools? No, not yet. I currently don't like using AI tools at all. I like to do everything vanilla just because I want to get myself to understand it without AI. Otherwise, AI is just going to literally take over my whole code because I'm not going to get anything at all. I believe I'm doing document get element by ID for this one. Not too sure. And is it just error? Yeah, this is the error element, so I'm assuming it just goes in as error for the ID. Yes, that should make sense. Yep, that should make sense. Next, we got to go and declare a couple more variables here, where we got to go put the output wrap, which I believe the output wrap, I got to do a query selector for document dot query selector, and not all this time. This is just going to be more simpler. So we gotta do a query selector for specifically class dot output wrap. So I'm thinking I put dot output, right? I think I do dot output wrap because it's a query selector. And then last but not least, oh wait, no, not even. We still got a couple more. So we gotta go copy button, which should be a document dot get element by ID. Should be very simple. You said you could use AI as a mentor. to just chat with. I recommend watching Coding Sloth's video on it. Oh yeah, definitely I could, but I feel like if I 100% have access to it, I personally know myself. I think I'm gonna ask too much questions, which is just ultimately gonna give me the answer. So I feel like I like to just do it myself to where I can kind of get it, at least on my own, before really trying to implement like AI. Like the only time I implement AI is when it does come to like ChatGPT and here and there, but I do use it I want to say in a mentorship way, but if I'm going to put it on the screen like literally next to me coding all the time, I know at some point I'm just not even going to be coding. Oof, I almost messed that up. Thank God I kept going back and forth. Actually, is there anything else where I could have messed that up too? Because, okay, no, I think I'm good there. But I almost messed that up. Then we gotta go reset button. But yeah, the thing is that I just know myself. Like if I just have too much access to AI and I literally have it like on my screen with me, I'm gonna screw myself. In the end, I literally wouldn't learn anything. So I think we declared everything here. So then that looks pretty good. So next, oh, my bad. So next what we gotta do is immediately, because we have an output that I think, let me see. Is it in here? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Unless that's a function that we're eventually going to declare. It might be a function that eventually we're going to declare, because my thing is, give me 1 second, because I want to see exactly where this is at. No, yes. So give me 1 second, because now what I'm realizing is I need to get into my next step, which is to declare these functions. I just don't know if the functions should be going inside of this document.add event listener. I don't know if that's the case. All I have for my second step is to just write 3 functions. So I guess we're ultimately in the end, we're going to end up seeing exactly where we go from here. So let me get to where my functions are in my notes. So far, the first couple of functions we're going to need to do is one is going to need to be to show the error, one is to clear the error, and then the other one should be to show the output or not show the output. Basically, make it visible or not visible depending on exactly what you did. So let's say, for instance, you put something in there that didn't work, right? It should not show you the output because it didn't work. But if you put a number that makes sense, then it should show you the output. So that's kind of where we have to go, I believe. So I think the first function we should be writing is, honestly, actually, let me see, because we could be writing, I think we should write show error, non-error. I think we should end up writing the set output variable function. I think we should write that first. I'm not sure, but I just feel like because this is going to be what literally makes it visible, and this is going to be a piece of code that is going to be used like quite often throughout the text, we should probably set this function first. Now, let me look at my notes real quick. I think what I put for this one is it's supposed to show or hide the output. So then that should be quite easy. Specifically, what is our output? We have the output wrap that would be considered our output. So I think we just hop in here and we immediately just get into an if statement, right? Because you need to do if it is visible, show this, and then basically else, if I can spell, else show this. So that currently should be like the little bit setup there. But exactly how are we writing this? I'm not too positive. So I think what I don't get is I could do document.querySelector, do output wrap, right? And then put .style.display. But why can't I just write output wrap just outright? Would that throw off my whole code, or should I do, specifically the query selector? Because technically this equals the query selector. So I don't get why we can't do this .style. Oops. So let me know if this doesn't make, bro, can I spell? If this doesn't make sense, if I should be doing the query selector, because I don't see why it can't be written like this. So this is, if it is visible, that means we need to put flex, something like that, I think. And then you're doing, I believe, output wrap. But we're going to see. I'm actually going to leave a note here If not working, come back here, because I feel like that might be the case, just in case. So style dot display, and then we need this to equal none. I'm just not sure if I'm able to do the output wrap, but I guess we're just going to wait and see. Just gonna wait and see. So this sets the output visible to visible. Okay, and then we got all of that. So then now from here, like I said, I'm not sure if I am able to write my next function. Actually, honestly, I think I'm probably going to write the next function on top of it. But let's go and do show error function, because we do need to write this function for one, because we need to be showing what the hell this error is, which of course we're going to need message up in here. And from here, we're going to have to do, I think, error L dot text content is going to have to equal whatever the message is. And then from here, I believe that's it. And then we need to write another function that is for reset. Is it reset button or, oh no, I'm doing the wrong thing. I think I'm doing clear error here, which I don't think needs a perimeter drop down. And then you're doing the same thing with error L, text content is going to equal quotes, empty quotes, by the way, just so that that could end up clearing. So I think so far this looks all right. We just now need to get into the nitty gritty of things. We got our functions. Like I said, though, I just don't know if my functions are supposed to be wrapped inside of this document.addEventListener, which, let me check my reference code, which is honestly what we did, and it looks pretty good compared to what I wrote. So now the last thing is, I'm wondering specifically, it closes here, it closes there. Does my thing need to close? So I think they kept this, but it's still within the big document loaded. So I'm wondering, is that kind of what gets to the end? Are we throwing everything in there? I'm not too positive, but okay. So next, now we need to end up showing exactly, let me go back to the beginning of my notes here. We need to end up hiding the input initially, which should be easy. We're just going to get the variable. And I believe in here, I'm not sure if we're putting hide in here or if we're doing a, like, what are we doing? I think I'm coming across, I don't think hide makes sense unless we're doing a, oh, you know what's crazy? I just realized I never changed my day. Yikes. If y'all are new here, man, I've been coding for about 155 days. So definitely stay tuned. Oops, my bad. Stay tuned. So now let's get back. Wait, oh my goodness, why do I keep coming in here? I keep clicking the wrong stuff. My bad, y'all. My bad. So set output visible. And then I think inside here, all you have to do is set it to, I think, false, right? Because it won't be true. So like the output cannot be visible as of right now, competing with the function. So now this is where we kind of get into more of the easier stuff. So far, we need to now get to this point. Let me see, look at my step. I think it's my step 3. Is now we need to get into the code that is literally going to convert the decimal to the binary, right? I'm not sure if this is the exact logic behind it, but that's kind of what we have to be thinking about. So let me go and look exactly where that would be. So this is the converter, right? So this is where the ID is. And we need to make it to where our, not necessarily our input, but I think we just need to make it to where our converter itself is being clicked on, right? Like the, right? Because this is specifically, well, that's not the button. So was I supposed to connect the converter or the convert button? No, yeah, because that's not the button. So it's not when you click the button. This is just the converter in itself. This is just the form. Decimal, name, text. Oh, I think this is probably what you could write in it. So then, why am I getting thrown off so much about what the form is? But granted, we did name this form, so we need to contact the converter is all I know. We need to do an add event listener, which is weird because I always thought you would have added that to the button. But I think I see where this is going. So I believe you go E, you do the arrow function, you drop down. Yo, what is up, SB? What is up? So you're doing form add event listener click, you're doing the arrow function, and then I think within this, if I could remember, if I could, but do I? Do I remember? So form, add event listener, click, and I think you need to do the e.prevent default just because for one, I don't know if this needs, yeah, it needs one of these. For one, I believe this is how you, stop the page from refreshing, something like that. But then we also need to do something that when it's clicked, I think it shows the error. Because technically, you didn't write nothing. So, wait, I need to understand, like, what exactly is this form? So it says card. I'm assuming the form, is the form the whole thing? I feel like my logic fumbles a little bit when I'm considering exactly what the form is, which it does say is the converter when it comes to the ID. But I believe what I need to do here is I need to, assuming that you're just clicking it, I guess you would just hop in and you would just immediately go clear error. Yeah, right? Because you're just clicking it. So I think you would hop in, you'd go immediately clear error. But then now the next step of my notes is saying to declare a variable. Okay, so we need to declare variable. So let's go const. I believe this is when we finally get into raw. SmackDown and Raw. No, I'm just playing. This is where you finally get into this. He said, how's your progress been? My progress has honestly been pretty good. I wish I could be. I'm still stuck on the fact that the last 4 days, I honestly could have been studying, but I was celebrating my birthday. But like, it's at the end of the day, it was my birthday. But man, I wish I could have been studying. So hopefully this weekend I could really see my skills to the test. Right now we are building this decimal to binary converter, trying to test what we did yesterday. Which honestly, it's not going so bad. Actually, I don't think it's been going bad at all. I just been moving quite slow. So I have to say const raw is going to have to equal, based on my notes, we're going to have to do something where we get the user input. And the user's input should be the decimal input. No? The user's input should be the decimal input. And then the problem is that you need to get the value of that. And then I guess dot trim, which I honestly don't. Can they stop playing with me? Can they stop playing with me? And then dot trim, which I honestly don't know exactly what that means, but it says it right here. So it says removes the leading and trailing white space and line terminator characters from a string. For some reason, that was just something that I remembered. Honestly, I don't think you need 2 here. I don't know why I put 2. But then next, we're going to close this out. I'm not sure if this should be inside of the same thing, but I'm going to assume. And so my next part of notes, he said, nice. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, SB. So now we need to drop this down, right? We need to drop this down. And we need to get into this if statement. And I guess we're going to be hopping into if raw. But we have to do, I always forget how to say it, because I don't know if it's saying not equals raw or if it's saying not raw. But I know you're supposed to hit them with this, okay? I know you're supposed to hit them with this. And then basically from here, we need to end up doing what the show error message is. So I'm assuming if the decimal input value doesn't fit, right? It's like maybe it's a negative number, or you didn't put a number at all. I think. Or you didn't put a number at all. This is going to show. So what did we declare a little bit earlier? I think it was, oh yeah, the show error message, which should be a message, but I think I'm writing the message, which should be something along the lines of, I could literally look at what I had written, but I'm going to choose not to. So I'm assuming this is if you probably didn't put a number, or you didn't put a clear number. So I'm gonna go, let's go enter a, enter a decimal. It says, I'm coming back for you. 110 days, 5 days is sufficient. Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up, man. You definitely got this, bro. It says, enter a decimal. Uh, integer or just number? And I think integer makes sense because technically that can confuse some people. So enter, bro, I don't think I'm spelling integer right. Why am I putting an N? Integer. Integer. Is it the way I'm pronouncing it? Put a space, I mean not a space, a period. And then I think from here, we are going to have to not clear the message, but we're going to continue, which I don't see why, if I already declared it as false, I feel like, why would I have to rewrite it? Like, I know they're going to want me to, but if y'all know the answer to this question, in my head, it's like, if it's already declared as false, wouldn't I not have to write it basically until it's true? But maybe it's because, yeah, honestly, I don't know. But apparently this is just what we're supposed to do. So then we're supposed to get into false here. And then we simply just return. So that was quite easy. I think for this next step, I kind of gave myself a little bit more leniency here because this is when you finally get into Regex. And I'm not the biggest Regex girly, okay? I've still been struggling with my Regex. I honestly forgot that I was even taking like these, not courses, but this website on Regex. Let me go and see real quick. By the way, y'all, we are at 1,000. Oh, we're at 1,000. Oh, we already hit 1,515. Oh my goodness, we already hit my goal. Hey, thank y'all so much. I'm about to set the goal to something else then. I don't know why my subscription goal never hits what the goal is, but let's go sub goal. Damn, I did not think we were going to end up hitting it. Thank y'all so much. 520. Let's do 520. And then we're going to do already 515. Thank y'all so much, man. Truly, truly, truly. Y'all are so goated. Oh my goodness. Without y'all, man, literally this would be nothing. I probably wouldn't even be as inspired to keep pushing because y'all really inspire me to just keep going for real. All right, so next, what am I getting to? Oh yeah, so this is where I gave myself a little bit more leniency because it came to Regex. And I'm not a Regex girly, man. I'm not a Regex girly. I think I could definitely do what's inside of it, but when it specifically comes to writing this, I'm just going to look straight at what the answer is because no, I'm not even going to try. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. So let's go dash, I think question mark. Let me know if I write this part incorrectly. I know I have it written here, but it's kind of like small on my phone. I mean, not on my phone, on my notebook. Let's go plus, I think, $/test. Honestly, I could have just went down, but then they did raw. And here, I think that makes sense. I mean, it's not popping up like it's bad, but I honestly think it's supposed to. Isn't it supposed to pop up like it's ugly or something? I'm not sure. But this one is going to be, so basically now, if you put something in there that has, I think, these, right? That has like these special characters, would it just be considered not valid because it needs to be a whole number? So this would make it to where it's no decimals, no letters, no symbols. Basically, I think is what that's doing. What is up, Snake? What is up? So we basically need to do show error again. But my thing is, I'm not too sure. I would put, I guess what I'm putting is invalid input. And I could probably leave it that way, but if I want to give myself a little bit more leniency or to show exactly what I mean by that, so we would have to put please enter whole number. And I guess put like no, I would say letters, symbols, actually, yeah, symbols, decimals, something like that. I don't know. Just leave it like that. And then from there, I think we're continuing to keep this as false. Continuing to keep, why is this false look different from this false? Set output visible. That must mean I've written something weird somewhere. Or return. Oh yeah, I did. What the hell's going on? Is it here? Because now things are just messing with my code. It must be, honestly, I think it must be my regex. So let me go to my practice code and just write down what they specifically wrote. Maybe I missed something. If it's not this, now I don't know what the hell is going on with my code, but I said at the moment I looked at it, I'm like, it doesn't even look like regex. Oh, okay, there we go. That looks better. It looks ugly, but that makes more sense. I must have missed like a dash or something. So now we have it at returned. So now let's go and drop again. I still don't even know if I'm supposed to be going inside of any of these. So this could be very dangerous. I don't even know which is which. But now, wait, hold on, because I might have to stop here. I might have to stop here. Give me a second. Okay, so actually no. Where am I? Because if I'm done here and then, okay, so now we're getting on to my next step, which should be, let me look at my notes real quick. I guess this would be considered the conversion step. Okay. This is considered the conversion step. So I think I know exactly where to go from here. So what they ended up calling this, which I have never used this, by the way, but this is how it was written. This is how it was explained to me. I actually kind of wonder what this is. I'm assuming it's probably like a for loop or maybe something similar to like a while loop. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's similar to an if state. I don't know. But they called it try. Can someone explain to me? Unless try is just like, seriously, the name. Someone explain to me what the hell try is. But it looks very similar to some things that I've already used before. So we could probably go to MDN docs and figure this out, but try. Unless, like I said, maybe it's a variable that I declared. I don't think so. But it's like try, and then they're doing something later called catch. This is the first time I've ever been introduced to it, and I kind of like being introduced to new things just because it preps you for these things in the future. But all I do know based on my notes is that I need to declare n, which I think is supposed to be a big, which they called big integer. I think when we did it inside of Free Code Camp, we just used not math.floor, but we just used something for integer. I think it was parse integer, but we're doing big integer, I guess, to be able to do bigger numbers. So this holds, larger numbers, and you'll end up throwing raw in there if you're not understanding where raw came from. This is the decimal input dot value. And then we did trim. I still kind of a little bit iffy on the definition of trim, but we did trim. So now that we finally declared this, we can end up dropping down, and we got to get to the point where next we are converting this to a binary string, which is just going to be .toString2. So we just need to do const binary is going to equal, sorry, my brother just texted me saying to call, but no, I'm just kidding. Probably call him after this. We're going to go to here, because I remember that one to the T. I think the next step in my notes is saying oh wait, no, I think I already wrote that. Okay, I'm surprised that I even got that as quickly as I did. But next we need to go and target, I believe, the actual, because this is just binary. So now we need to actually target the binary area and put it to binary, which is going to be a little bit confusing because why would I name this? I mean, I get it because this is going to be the binary area, but then naming the other variable binary is going to make you think it's the binary area because this is binary. It's very difficult thinking. Don't ask me later. So we're going to go binary area is going to equal, oh wait, not even, because I forgot. I got to get the value of the binary area, which is going to equal binary. So now I guess from this point moving forward, at least within this try, because I don't think it leaves outside of the try, we're going to be using binary. So you said, what is the name of the project? The name of this project is, I don't know why I'm doing it in practice projects, to be honest, but the name of the project should be decimal to binary converter. This is currently what we are aiming for, which is pretty sick. I wonder if it works. I don't think so. I don't think we even ran it. Oh, it's gone. If I click convert though, it should say, please fill out this field. So if I did a negative number, why is it not? I'm not getting no alerts, probably because it hasn't went through yet. But it should be a decimal to binary converter. I meant to change the name, but I accidentally put this in my practice projects. I don't know why I do that. I'm so pissed too because I did a whole to-do list the other day and I accidentally erased everything. So here, I believe now is finally where, when you convert it, now we can finally set the output to be true. You said, I saw your previous video, Desert Shopping Cart from Front-End Mentor, and I'm planning to use Vite.js, TypeScript, and Tailwind on my attempt. Do you have any recommendations for back-end practice? No, I actually don't, because I currently don't know back-end, so I actually wouldn't be able to tell you. There might be some people in the comments that can answer that, but if not, there might be people in my Discord, which should be in the description if it's not my fault. But it should be in the description. Let me go see if it's there. So there might be, yeah, some people in my Discord that could definitely answer that question. And or probably just type it, ChatGPT or Google it. See if maybe you could find something that is somewhat similar. I'm not too positive. Not too positive. So now we finally got to set the output to be true. Because this time it's working. So we're not done yet. Because like I said, eventually we're going to have to get into catch. Which I currently needed to literally write that down. Because I'm like, what the hell is catch? And then they also did something like this. So I already knew that was going to be hell for me. So we got to keep it like that. Maybe I was supposed to actually write this first. So that's probably why it's not working, because it's like running the loop over and over. So set output visible true. And then I think we got to get into a couple more things after this, which is just is it the output wrap? Oh my goodness. Isn't my wrap? Because of the output area. I think I'm doing something where, so there's a good plugin in VS Code you could use. It is Vim Motion or Vim. It is very useful. Exactly what is it? It's not like AI or a, what the hell? Why am I tripping? Exactly what is Vim? Is it an AI? Is it I'm assuming it's not a library. There's no way that they'll put a library inside of VS Code. But exactly what is it? If it's an AI, then I currently don't want to use it. But if it's something that just probably helps with like organization, maybe I could use that. I'm not too sure. What exactly am I doing again? I think I'm doing, oh, I thought my keyboard died. I think we're doing output wrap dot set attribute, and then we basically need to do area hidden, comma, and then we need to just get into false here. I think, yeah, because we're basically setting the attribute. I don't know why I'm going here like this helps. What exactly are we following? Output wrap. Oh yeah, because basically it was true. So we're basically changing that to be false. Oops. We're basically changing it to be false specifically within this. Because I guess when it's true, it's probably doing something. The area hidden. Specifically, what is the area hidden? I don't know. I just know that we're making it false for some reason. And then we got to go for the catch error, which should be pretty simple. We just need to console.log error, or whatever. Console.log, I mean, not .log, sorry. We're supposed to do console.error, which I never used before either, but first time using it. Actually, do they give me a definition? Static method outputs a message to the console at the error log. That's pretty cool. I only thought console had only console.log. So next from here, we need to now do what we've been doing, honestly, the whole time, I believe. Basically, right? Because this is if we catch... Oh, I think it's just saying, yeah, if you basically catch an error, do this. So now we got to show the error. So this logs the error, this is going to show what the error is, and then it's going to keep it false. But exactly what am I writing inside of here? So I guess this is if you put like a number in, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to go with like, let's go conversion failed. I don't know. Let's go conversion failed, something like that. Something like that. Now let me look at my next step, because I'm not sure if I need to keep it within this. I don't think so. I think from here, we close it out here, and then we go down. So I'm gonna look at what my next step is, which I'm probably going to, oh no, I should have enough time to do a little bit today. So hello, I'm back. It's me, Cosmos. Hey, what is up, Cosmos? What is up? How are you today? Let me look at my subscriber count. At start at 1,515. That's all good. That is all right. So eventually now from here, which I'm not too sure what is going on. I think eventually now from here, oh wait, no, I think I already did that. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my notes are matching up right now. So I think what we're trying to get at next for my notes is now we need to target. It says, are you using Next.js? No, I am not. Oh my goodness, did I mess up my title again? Oh no, I thought, because last time I put something like my Next.js project, and then people were like, oh, where's the Next.js? I was like, no, I just mean my next JavaScript project. I'm not talking about Next.js. But no, I thought I did it again. But no, I don't use Next.js. So I think from here, there's only a few things we needed to target simply is the copy button and the reset button. So I guess we're pretty close to the end. I hope I didn't misspell things anywhere. So I think I'm gonna have to go reset button dot add event listener. Probably click right. Oops, if I can spell. So we're gonna have to go click up in here. And then honestly just do the little arrow function thing that they've been teaching me for dumb long. You know what's crazy is when I first saw that arrow function, I honestly thought, what was I about to say? When I first saw that arrow function, I honestly thought that was gonna be like the hardest thing to implement. But no, Cosmos, I do remember you. I definitely remember you, Cosmos. Definitely remember you. So now we're gonna do this click event. And if this is going to be the reset button, basically we just have to put everything to be reset. I think is pretty much what we're doing. So let's go, for instance, we got to think about what is going to be reset. I think the decimal input dot value is ultimately going to be a reset. So we got to equal that. What is something else that's going to be reset? Because the value is going to be reset. And then you need the answer box, whatever that's called. Is a binary area dot value is going to be reset? I think so. So binary area dot value is going to be reset. So that would have to be 0, 0. I mean, oops, I like minus. That's going to have to be this. Let me make sure I put my semicolons to block that off. And then next, I think we got to get into specifically. Wait, hold on. Oh, I was going to say, because something was written that looked a little funky that I put in my notes specifically because I think I knew I wasn't going to remember it. But when I seen it, I'm like, but y'all are going to see it. Y'all are going to see it. I'm going to show you. So we got clear error. And then I think we got to keep doing the same thing. But I don't know if this should be... No, this should be false. Yes, because basically right now it's reset. But then here's something that they made me do that I honestly didn't even know about. So they made me do decimal dot focus. I don't know what the hell focus is. I literally wrote that one out completely because I was like if I feel like I'm not going to know something or remember something, I simply just write it out because I'm like, nah. So decimal input dot focus, which is really good. And then I think from here, we close this out. And then we might end up doing the clear button. We have a clear button, right? Or the clear error. Oh, oops, I'm saying clear. It's copy. So I think now we're getting into the copy button, which should be an add event listener. I believe click. I could be wrong. And then they literally have one called copy. I'll be like, what the hell? I mean, listen, they probably do. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. I wouldn't be shocked. Oh wait, no, I think I got a little bit too deep in here. Because the clear button, is it a button? I mean, why do I keep saying clear? I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm trying to look for the copy. Oh, maybe we don't end up getting into the copy function yet. I think I confused myself. Because then what the hell are we doing with this copy button? Did I use this copy button anywhere in my code? Shoot, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe we don't gotta target that. There literally is a copy button. Why wouldn't copy button be clicked? I think I'm missing something that I'm supposed to be doing. So what up, Pico? What up? What up? That is confusing. I think the only thing then what I would probably do is within, I don't know which one. My code is all kinds of messed up right now. Because this don't even look right. Because I don't know. I don't know if, because I moved some things around. I might have to look at my reference code. Let me see real quick. Oh, so they didn't do anything with copy. So then what the hell? I missed a whole bunch of code right here. Okay, because I'm like, I didn't even do copy. That's why I'm thinking like add event listener. I missed a whole bunch of code right there in my try. Thank God I checked because I literally would have been so perplexed. So I was basically supposed to, oh wait, no, they did do an add event listener, but they did it. Oh, you know why I probably missed it was because I probably thought it looked similar when I was writing my notes. So this is supposed to be before my reset button. And then we do the copy add event listener. But is it outside of my first try? Is it outside of my first try or within it? It's outside it. Okay, so then that was where I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something with the add event listener. That had me for a second, bro. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So we gotta do add event listener. I'm assuming, like I said, click abort is crazy. And then we need to go into the arrow function. That's so funny because I wasn't even looking for that. I was trying to see syntax, but it just kind of popped up. You said when you check an input is the one who is focused. So when you type something, he gets filled with text, not question mark. I honestly don't know if you're trying to inform me. So if I would choose a synonym to focus in this context, I would go for the selected. I think, oh, so this, I shouldn't be doing this. Is that what you're trying to talk about? I'm not sure. But here, okay, thank God I remembered the copy button because I'm like, yo, I also remembered in a way also doing another try method. So I'm like, why was that the only try method that I did? But here, in my notes, I did put, well, not in my notes, because apparently I skipped it. So I'm going to have to kind of see if I can just go off of not what I think would be in here, because I still have, like, another section of notes that I look at. But, I guess kind of try not to look at it too much. So then we're going to have to go here with, I think we're going to have to go here with, we're going to declare a variable, I believe that's going to equal the text area. I mean, the binary area. Something like that. It's going to have to equal the binary area's value. So I think... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yes, because what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to copy what you've written in the binary area, which should be a binary number. I mean, what would be... I know what I'm talking about. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. So let's go text, or is it test or text? I think it's text, right? With an X. Then we're going to go binary area dot value. And I know what I'm trying to say, but it's just not saying. I'm just not saying it correctly, but I'm saying it. You know what I mean? Do you guys get what I'm saying? So, oh, that even confused me even more. So in here, now we got to hit them with this. Which honestly, I feel like from here, I'm honestly probably going to have to look at my notes or look at the actual reference code hardcore. So let me go to that on my phone because I'm not going to lie. Since I didn't take no notes for this copy button to kind of like help me a little bit, I like to take notes and give myself steps because I don't consider that like wrong, especially if it's like pseudocode. It's like you're breaking it down for yourself to understand. So give me a second. Let me get to it. And then think I'm here. Yes. So we're kind of just going to go from here. And then if I see something that I feel like looks like I could do myself, then I'll try and do it myself. But as of right now, this is currently something I forgot to take steps on. So that kind of sucks. Let's keep this pushing and make sure my comments are rolling through. I'm not too sure. Not too shabby. If y'all are new here, man, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,520 subscribers. So that'll be dope. Yeah, see here, I could already tell this is where a lot of the stuff that I'm not used to is going to be. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. I'm probably gonna have to remake this project the same way that I plan on remaking the other one at some point. Because they're doing something with await, which is something I literally never used before. But honestly, I feel like when it comes to understanding something, I think the best bet is to honestly copy it down word for word and then break it down either through ChatGPT or Google, right? Or MDM Docs, break down what each thing is doing, and then try to rewrite it yourself in different ways. So I feel like as of right now, y'all are just gonna be seeing a little bit of my learning process, which I know some people don't agree with, but at the end of the day, it's been very helpful for me. So let me prop this up a little bit just because this is gonna be a little bit difficult. Oh, I think I still even messed that up because I was supposed to do something up here called a sync. See, this is what I'm talking about. I wouldn't have gotten none of this. This part is completely new to me. So I'm gonna go write text. Yeah, this part is completely new to me, but I'm glad that I'm able to, you know, basically get myself to see exactly what it's doing. So then we're doing text content is going to equal copied. And my bad, y'all, because normally I normally don't do this, but I see why I probably missed it because it wrote a bunch of stuff that I definitely wasn't going to be able to understand here. But simply though, we are almost close to being done. I think nope, I wouldn't even understand this part either because we did end up getting into, I want to say set timeout, but the way we wrote it was a little bit different. This is how they are going to end up writing it here. It's not too different, but it's just something else. So they did something like copy button. I want to say dot text content. I'm so sorry if y'all are new here. I normally don't do it like this. I do try my hardest to get it on my own, but I simply did not write any type of notes here to help myself, specifically knowing that this was going to be difficult. Oh, I think I put this in the wrong thing. Especially knowing that this was going to be difficult. Yikes, 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 yikes. But I do plan on redoing this project specifically for this part. Or honestly, I'm probably going to keep deleting that part and then keep rewriting it so that it can end up working. You're saying you try to copy a button element, duplicate it, and duplicate? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you saying, am I trying to duplicate? I think currently what this is doing is it's trying to allow you to copy what number is popping up in the binary area. So whatever value is popping in, if it's 0110, it's where you copy it and it actually allows you to copy it. So then you can paste it somewhere. I think that is what we're doing. But as of right now, I think we're just doing it to where it has like a little timer going on with it because, yeah. Well, this is kind of annoying. I kind of hate the fact that I feel like I should have definitely took a note on this. But you know what? It's all right. Please tell me how to reset, y'all. Is it this? Is this undo? Oh man. Does anyone know the undo button? Oh no, yeah. I definitely understand that. Does anyone know the undo button? Because I don't have time to retype this. Undo and visual. I literally never, well, I have done this in Visual Code before. It says Control Z. Please tell me that's going to work. Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, I would have hated it. Thank you so much, Marion. Thank you so much, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So from here, 1,200. I think this one I should be able to get on my own. So we're just going to do catch E, which you're just going to drop down, show error. And then within this error, you're just going to end up writing copy failed if basically they end up catching an error. So then that should be pretty helpful. But I feel like this breaks down my syntax. So I'm realizing my syntax might be a little bit off moving forward. So there's going to be a lot of things I'm definitely going to have to redo because there should have been something popping up at the end here. But then there should be something else in between it. And the fact that I don't see that means I probably messed up somewhere with my syntax. But hey, that is okay. Well, actually, I think where I probably went wrong was I think I missed, because try has it here. Then it's coming down here. Then this has one that comes down here. So specifically, where the hell is this one coming from? Oh my god, I think I messed up again. Hold on. Yo, I'm gonna literally like, I'm gonna be over it. I'm literally gonna be over it. I think I messed up again. Cause now I'm jumping forward once again. Hold on. Why does it look so damn similar? So then this doesn't go here. This goes more towards the end. So now this is catch fallback select. And like I said, by the way, if y'all are new here, man, I normally don't have to go through it like this. But with the way things are going right now, this is just absurd. It's simply off of taking a note to the point where I'm literally, wait, no, I'm still writing this wrong. What the hell am I doing? Binary area, and then that should be dot select, which, like I said, I would not even be able to. I honestly feel like just copying and pasting what I wrote in my reference code, but I know that it's good to, even if you're going to write it down word for word, it's good to just do it in that way, because then it gets your brain to kind of work, if that makes sense. So then I got to go try again. There we go. So now we're kind of getting into it. So let's go document dot, I think it's like Excel command, which should be copy. And then, yeah, because see, I like there's a bunch of, wait, damn, did I mess something up? Move, nigga, damn. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness. Can this please? Let's go copy button. It says, spelled as Macarena, as a matter of fact, at least in my language. Oh, okay. Macarena. So is that how I pronounce it? So we're going to go copy button. We got to go text content, which this should be pretty easy. I think currently what I'm doing here is I just need to make it say like copied. But then that's the thing. Did I mess up at the top? Okay, no. So that was supposed to say the same thing. So that was when I'm like, what are we doing here? So we're going copied, and then we got to do the same thing with the set timeout function thing, which we're honestly just going to copy and paste because we are developers. And I think it's literally the same exact thing here. And then if it wait, so are we just rewriting what I wrote? Or am I misreading again? Yeah, no, I think we're just basically rewriting what I wrote. Okay, so then we're going to E. And then now here is when we do the show error. Okay, now here we do the show error, and then we do copy failed. So this is if it fails, I guess, if it doesn't execute the command of copy. Then why are we doing text content copied if it didn't get copied? Or maybe it's just saying like target it. Or maybe to say it so it shows that I clicked it, but then it's still going to show in the error that it failed in a way. Not too positive. So now this is starting to look right. Oh my goodness, that was hell. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't believe a missed note threw off this whole entire thing. And then I want to say last but not least, now we kind of got to get into, now I finally get into my notes once again. So let me put this away because that just isn't the case. Let me see. I think now we're simply just going to be getting into what are we getting into? There's one more piece of code, one more line we got to get into. I think it's like, I mean, I could, let me see. Let me look at my notes. Or not my notes, because I keep forgetting I don't freaking have notes. But I think we're getting into decimal input dot add. Oh, wait, no, didn't I already do this? You're telling me this whole time I never did an add event listener for my decimal input? So they don't even know what the hell my input is. But this can't be click, so obviously this is going to have to be key down. And then we're going to have to go here, put the E, I think, do the arrow, and then we're probably going to have to do the prevent, E.prevent default, I believe, because normally whenever you put the E in there, that's kind of what you do. And then, or actually, oh yeah, so then, oops, leave it like that, but I believe I also got to do a function here, which is going to be if, I believe if, it says, sorry for keeping to interrupting, but what is the project about? I get the button copy and clipboard. What is it meant to be? Getting decimal to binary and copying into clipboard. Basically, so like for instance, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Why do I keep doing that? So basically, for instance, like, oh, I don't think you could see it here. But let's say you do 60, please tell me it goes through. Okay, it doesn't. But there should be a button that ends up popping up that says copy. So like if it goes through and you got 0110, basically when you copy it, it's gonna go to your clipboard or in your copy, right, your little copy thing. And then you could paste it somewhere. So that's basically what we're doing, is when you finally get the code, then you're able to just like paste it. Then this would be e.key, right? Because we're doing key down. So e.key. And then e.key, I'm assuming would have to equal to, oops, that was crazy. Would have to equal to, is it error? I mean, enter. And then I think we're going to drop that down. And then that's going to be, oh, I thought someone commented, oops. Oopsies. We're going to see my subscriber count real quick. Out of 5, oh, we're still, oh, hey, we got a subscriber, 1,516. Hey, thank you so much to whoever that subscriber was. And then now I believe is when we finally grab this, put this inside of the if statement. Let's see if we can get 4 more subs. Damn, I hate the fact that I'm still streaming right now, but I'm literally right at the end. And honestly, if it doesn't work, I don't even think I have enough time to like debug it. So then that's gonna be even like worse. And then this one, I just wrote it out completely because I definitely would not have understood this. So there's a lot of things, at least that I know that I've ran into in this project where I kind of didn't know something. And I think it's really good to be able to admit, for one, that you didn't know it. Because then two, you kind of know exactly where you need to, you know, where you need to basically work on. Because right now, I sincerely wrote this out as well. And I can admit that because I knew I wasn't going to understand it at all. What the hell? Because what the hell are they talking about? Like bubbles, if true? Like what are we saying? You know what I mean? I don't even understand that. I don't even understand that. And then this should be 3. Oh wait, no, not even. I think this is supposed to be wrapped in one of these. Okay, I'm like, what the hell? But even so, like, I wouldn't understand this for nothing. For literally nothing. And I think that's it. But I know I definitely messed up with syntax somewhere because I'm having an extra little thing pop up here. Yeah, I messed up with syntax somewhere. I think it might be this one. No, this one looks fine. I'm gonna have to go back through my code to see exactly where I'm going wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look exactly at my reference to see where I'm going wrong. Because as I said, at this point, I know numbers should have went. So it says enter a decimal integer. I didn't even try yet. Oh, it went. But does it actually copy? Let's see. Oh, okay, it did. So does it work, or let's do 100. Actually, let's do 500. Is that too big? Oh, I'm surprised they didn't give us an error. So when is it too big of a number? Oh my gosh. They can convert the whole entire thing? Bro, there's no way. There's no way. And to even check that for accuracy, I refuse. Okay, so maybe it does work. But let me go and see, because I feel like my syntax might be off. Oh no. Oh wait, no, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know where my extra one is coming from. Oh, because basically one of them is supposed to close off here. But I think at the end of the day, though, it still is working. But I think one of them is supposed to close off here. Other than that, I think I finished the project. But damn, that sucks. Well, honestly, it keeps telling me to enter a decimal before I even enter the decimal. So one of my error messages are just showing for no reason. Straight up just showing for no reason. But I think perfectly could be this section. But I don't think so. So I think what I'm going to do specifically, where is the try? Because I do want to leave a note to redo this area to learn. Because I'm specifically going to come back in here and I'm literally going to do this on my free time. Probably every time I end up coming into my new live every day, I'm probably going to literally come in, redo both these areas, just to get myself to remember, because everything else was a little bit like I definitely had that down pat. But specifically those areas, and then somewhat, not really this, I just don't really understand Regex, but that's just something I need to figure out. Hey, what's up, Regime? I remember you. I definitely remember you, Regime. So yeah, so that's currently what we're going to be doing, but hey, y'all, we finished. we finished the project. That is amazing. That is truly amazing. Actually, what happens if I put 1? Does it pop up as 1? Oh, okay. Because Free Code Camp was really trying to implement that on us for a minute. This is amazing. Thank y'all so much for joining and tuning in for this live. I'm so sorry for something that I normally don't do, which is, like I normally don't have to like go through a whole large section of text that I don't understand and then kind of go word for word for it. But that's definitely going to be something that, like I said, I'm going to have to work on my free time because I don't want it to come off as though I don't know what the hell I'm coding. Because the thing is that I do know what I'm coding. It's just specifically with that, they did teach me in a new way, which I think is super fun, but I don't know how I missed that. I think it was because it looked very similar that I just straight up like ended up missing it for some reason. But yeah, so if y'all ended up enjoying the stream, thank y'all so much for enjoying it, man. Honestly, I'm just here documenting my coding journey for about 155 days. We're at 1,518. Just 2 more subscribers to hit 520. Y'all are amazing. Really, truly goated. Thank y'all to the old subs. Thank y'all to the new subs. Y'all are just, amazing. Just amazing. I'm probably going to make this person pop up. This was 41 minutes ago. I think if your account is private, it doesn't pop up, but I'm just going to click it twice. So thank you so much. I think to pronounce your name is Yash. I'm not sure. Thank you so much, brother. It's going to pop up one more time. Hopefully that pushes me to the subscriber count that I have so y'all can see it in real time. Oh, not even. I need to do it one more time. Okay, there we go. My bad. My bad, guy. I put your name back up again. But yes, man. So I've been documenting my coding journey for 155 days. And literally, y'all can go back to my original, like, my playlist. I literally have day 0 all the way up until day now. Of course, you're gonna have to go from like day 0 all the way up until to my live stream so it could stay connected. And I've been going live almost every single day at 12 p.m. EST. So if you're new here, there's always something to tune into every single day at 12 p.m. EST, basically around the time you probably joined this live stream. So it's definitely a super cool, super dope place to end up being if you want to, study alongside somebody or help somebody, right? Mentor someone. We have a Discord in the description if you want to go in there if you have any questions or, just anything that you want to learn or see or talk to, because there's a bunch of junior developers in there as well that can need some guidance other than me, other than myself. But thank y'all so much for rocking with me, for tuning in to this live stream. And I'm so sorry, man. I keep apologizing for it, but it just kind of sucks because I kind of discouraged myself because I knew I should have took a note on that, but I just didn't see it. Or I should have wrote my own steps, like pseudocode, so that I could have broke it down myself. And it kind of sucks that I did have to do it the way I did. But as long as, at the end of the day in my heart, I know that I could have done it if I just wrote down the steps. And what I'm going to do every single day starting the live stream is try to rewrite it to get myself to, remember it. I don't want to make the live streams boring though, so I'm gonna try to make it, as quick as possible. But then again, it honestly just is my learning journey, and I gotta remember my learning journey comes first before the content aspect of things. Just because I know that it might be repetitive for me to keep showing myself rebuild the same project shouldn't mean that I shouldn't do it if that's what I need to do for my learning process. But yeah, so I've been documenting from day 0, man. It's truly, truly cool. You said, hi, I'm new to this. Hey, that is what's up, man. So you're new here. That is pretty dope. But when you say new to this, do you mean coding? Do you mean new to like YouTube or just new to live streams? Like, what exactly are we new to here? And or you probably just mean you're new to my channel, which I think is super cool, man. So if you've ever been looking for somebody who's literally documented their journey from day 0 all the way up until they eventually land a tech career, this is really the place to be, because I do have a goal of getting into tech. And I don't care which position I get into. I don't care if it's IT, don't care if it's cybersecurity. Well, I would love for it to be cybersecurity, but web dev, software engineering, it could literally be anything. That's why I do plan on going for my computer science degree and then kind of learning the stuff I need to learn on the outside, like the outskirts of that, to be able to make myself flexible in any type of tech career. But of course, master one section, just because, it's best for you to master one section and then jump to the next section to master rather than trying to learn everything thinking you're going to be a master of all. But I do want to keep my options open, so part of me really does just kind of focus on tech in general, in a generalization way. And I do plan on I really would love to get into cybersecurity. That's like my biggest goal. Biggest goal. I love me some cybersecurity. I think it's like being a security guard online, a police officer. Hey, we're at 1,519. Hey, one more subscriber. We hit 1,520. That is amazing. So you said, yo, you said didn't I ask you about HTML? I think you did, and we gave you a bunch of advice about HTML at that time. I think we told you a bunch of different websites to that you could go to learn HTML. Are you still struggling with it, or did you eventually end up figuring it out? HTML or CSS? I don't remember which one. Might have just been HTML. But no, yeah, man. So I just love docu. Oh, hey, we hit it, y'all. Hey, we hit it. 1,520. Y'all are super goated, man. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to this channel, for making it to the sub goal. I wish, like, I'm gonna put someone else's name up because I'm gonna click it like twice. We got WY Bounty. So now we finally hit the sub goal. 100%. Now we gotta make a new one for the next live stream. Thank you so much, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sifo? Not sure. But thank y'all so much. Another 521. Y'all are super goated for that, truly. But yeah, so this journey is really something else. But if y'all have any questions, I'm gonna be signing off. I do gotta end up getting ready for work. I gotta go get ready for another 12-hour shift. And I started realizing too, like, I'd be like, damn, why am I so tired? I literally sleep 6 hours just to wake up and live stream. It's insane. Because I do stay up a little bit after work until like 5. So then by the time I sleep and wake up for 11, it's kind of like, I mean, I could end up waking up and try to stream at 1 to 2, but the thing is I got to get ready for work. So that would literally only give me not even 15 minutes to get ready. So I have to do it honestly around the time that I do it. But I do like to wake up at 11 so I could prep for the stream, which is why I'm bothered, because the stream, whatever. I'm so upset with my coding today, but I just have to give myself grace. I gotta stand up, and then I gotta just keep doing what I gotta do, keep learning, and eventually I will get there. I hope y'all ended up enjoying this live stream. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much for the support. This will be the end. Deuces.